Hey Mom, it's Todd again. I wanted to talk with you about turning the Wi-Fi on and off and being able to keep track of your data. There is, if you want to know how much data you've used through the Verizon network, that's a good thing to be able to keep track of so you don't go over whatever your limit is. If you go into apps, there is a thing in here called My Verizon Mobile, and you can click on that and it will give you, all the information about your plan, so that way you can kind of keep track of it. I actually, I loaded an app, and I really like it. It's called 3G Watchdog. It's this little green one up here with the little dog on it. And if you load that and you set it up correctly, I think what I had to do was I had to go into it and I had to tell it, I guess maybe in the settings, that my plan only has 150 megs of data per month, and that started on August 17th. And if I tell it that kind of information, it will help me. So what happens is, if as the month is going along, if I get to, which I put this number in here, 97% of my quota, which is the 150 meg, the phone will start to tell me things, and it will also automatically disable the mobile data at 99%. So why is that important? What that means is it's going to make my little 3G symbol orange if I get to 97% to warn me I'm getting close to my data cap. And also it's going to turn the data off if I get to 99%, and that helps me not go over. So you set this up however you want, whatever your numbers happen to be. That's the numbers you use. Now, when you're using the phone every day, if you use that 3G Watchdog app, way up here in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see a tiny little thing. And I don't know if I can even get close enough to show it to you, but you'll see a tiny little symbol up here that says 3G, and it's green. And that means I'm good. That means I'm okay. I haven't used too much data from Verizon. And if I pull my notification shade down, you'll see that there is a thing here that says mobile internet is at 94.9% used. And it shows me out of the 150 meg I had this month, I've used 142.3. And if I click on that, it'll take me into the app and show me even more information and settings and whatnot. But anyway, that was, I thought, a great way a free way too, to be able to keep track of my data. It's just a matter of going in there and setting it up. The other thing is, as you get to using the phone, you get used to using it and everything, you're going to find that coming in here all the time and connecting to Wi-Fi by going into this Wi-Fi thing and turning the button on and off is kind of a hassle. And the other thing is, there's the sync button down here at the end. Now, that one's an important toggle to understand. Sync means that if you have that toggled, any app in your phone that uses data can go out and get updated data. So for example, if I turn the sync button on, Gmail is going to be able to go out and get Gmail. Okay? If I turn the sync button off, Gmail's not going to be able to go out and get Gmail, even if I am connected to Wi-Fi like right now. If I want to get new Gmail, what I have to do is, because the sync button is off, I have to click the Gmail app, and I have to come in here and push the refresh button to force it to go out and get the new data. Okay. So most of the time you kind of want to leave the sync button on, but here's the problem. Let's say you're out and about going around town and you aren't on Wi-Fi. Instead, you're using your Verizon mobile data. Well, then you really don't want the sync button on, because it's probably going to be loading all kinds of data using your Verizon data plan, even though you don't want to. So here's what I did to fix that problem, okay? I don't want to be coming in here all the time and having to turn Wi-Fi on and off. I don't want to have to be coming over here all the time and turning sync on and off. And I found two apps that actually manage that automatically, and I like them. So at first, when you first get your phone, you should probably learn how to use it without using these apps. But as time goes by and you get sick of doing the Wi-Fi sync dance, you might want to look into two apps. Okay, one of them is called Wi-Fi, and it's this one right here. It says Wi-Fi battery saver. And what that one does is it toggles the Wi-Fi on and off. so you don't have to do it. So like when I get home from work, my phone through this Wi-Fi app senses that I'm here and says, oh, he's used this Wi-Fi before, and so it automatically logs me into Wi-Fi. When I leave the house, it senses that there is no Wi-Fi and it turns Wi-Fi off. So this is a great battery saver to have that thing running. But what it also does though is every time I come home, it turns the Wi-Fi on. And every time I leave the house, it turns it off. It's trying to automate it for me, but you know, you have to make sure you're good with that. The other app I loaded was called Auto Sync. And the Auto Sync app is doing just exactly that. When it sees that I'm using Verizon data, it turns sync off. When it sees that I'm using Wi-Fi, it turns sync on. So this thing's saving me data while I'm out and about. So I just thought, you know, that might be, I like that. It saves me doing the Wi-Fi sync dance, always coming in here and toggling these buttons around. It does it automatically for me. And I thought you know, might be interested in that as well. Okay, I guess that's all I'm going to say about that one.